class. So today we're going to continue with our lesson on the abacus. We're going to be looking at representing decimal fractions on the abacus, and next we'll look at how we can use the abacus to get the place number of digits. And we begin with representing decimal fractions on the abacus. So our first examples. We have this question, represent the following decimal fractions on the abacus. A, we have 2.3, B, we have 13.26, and C, we have 185.291. So how do we achieve this? Now remember that we started by saying that the abacus is an ancient calculating tool that we use in solving arithmetic. So first of all, on the abacus, it has rods that signifies the place values of those digits. Because we have a decimal point, what we'll begin with, you have your tens. And note that the tens is going to be in capital letter, then you have the unit, and next, instead of going, you have the little t, tens. The tens is represented by the small letter t. Now, looking at our digits, 2.3 that we want to represent on the abacus. Now, we have this to be on the unit angle, and then we have this to be on the 1/10 angle. Now, there's no value placed on the tens. So, on the tens, on your tens rod. So, for 2, you count your 2, the 2 bits. And then at the middle, there's a point because it's a decimal fraction. And so this is the tenth, 1/10. Now this tenth is pronounced as this, tenth. So we have 2 and 3. So we can say that you have 2 units and a dot. And then you can also represent this your 3/10 as 3/10, which when you divide, you have 2.4, you have this, and it's going to give you 2.3. So this way, you have represented the value 2.3 on the abacus. We're going to take the second example quickly. So we have B represents 13.26 on the abacus. So we go, you have your tens, units in capital, then you have your 1/10, and then you have your 100/10. So this will be, remember that our 100 is represented in capital letter, but for here to be represented in small letter. So we're going to represent them. For the 1, you have 1, and then your units, you have 1, 2, 3. Remember to put in your points to show that you are going to the decimal. So 1/10, yes, to 10, you have 1, 2, and then for your 600s, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's a 6. So this way, you have represented the number 13.26 on the abacus. Let's quickly do the next one, the last one. We have C, 185.291. How do we represent this on the abacus? If you watch, our numbers are increasing. So for your abacus, you have this. So you have the 100s rod, you have the tens, you have the units, and then you ensure your point is at the middle. It begins with the 1/10, then you have your 100, and then you have your 1000. Now we can begin to represent. Ensure you always write them. This is capital H representing 100, and then you have your capital T representing the 10. You have U, so we go 10, 100, and 1000. So we can represent 1, for this to represent 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for the units, we had 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1/10, 1, 2. So we count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 1. This way we've represented all these values in the abacus. I hope you've learned something today. See you next time.